Why Halloween is celebrated, the story behind the spooky night. Every year, on the night of October 31st, the world transforms. Children dress in spooky costumes, streets glow with carved pumpkins, and laughter mixes with whispers of mystery. It's the night of ghosts, candy, and fun, the night we call Halloween. But have you ever stopped to wonder, why do we celebrate Halloween? Where did it come from, and what does it really mean? Let's travel back in time, thousands of years before pumpkins, candies, and trick-or-treats ever existed. The ancient beginning, Samhain. Long ago, in the ancient Celtic lands of Ireland, Scotland, and northern France, people lived close to nature. They followed the rhythm of the seasons, celebrating the light of summer and preparing for the darkness of winter. Their year ended on October 31st, and they called this night Samhain, pronounced Samhain. It marked the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, a time when the earth grew cold and life slowed down. But the Celts believed that on this very night, the boundary between the world of the living and the dead grew thin. Spirits of ancestors could return to visit their families, and other, darker souls could wander freely. To protect themselves, people lit massive bonfires, wore animal skins and frightening masks, and left offerings of food outside their homes to please wandering spirits. It was a night of fear and respect, of endings and new beginnings. The Church and All Hallows Eve centuries later, as Christianity spread across Europe, the Church wanted to reshape these ancient pagan customs. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III declared November 1st as All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day, a day to honor saints and martyrs. The evening before October 31st was known as All Hallows' Eve, and over time, that name transformed into a single word, Halloween. Instead of bonfires for spirits, people began lighting candles for the departed. Old and new traditions blended. The fear of ghosts remained, but so did the joy of community. The journey to America. As centuries passed, people carried these customs with them wherever they went. When Irish and Scottish immigrants arrived in America during the 1800s, they brought their Halloween traditions, ghost stories, costumes, and mischief. In America, Halloween began to evolve once again. It became less about spirits and superstition and more about celebration and fun. Communities organized parties, parades, and games. Children dressed in costumes and went door to door, asking neighbors for sweets and treats. That's how the famous phrase trick or treat was born. The legend of Jack-o'-lantern. But where did the glowing pumpkin come from? It began with an old Irish folktale about a man named Stingy Jack, a clever trickster who fooled the devil not once, but twice. When Jack died, heaven refused him, and so did hell. He was left to wander the earth with only a burning coal inside a hollowed-out turnip to light his way. The Irish called him Jack of the Lantern. When they arrived in America, they discovered pumpkins, larger, brighter, and easier to carve. And so the jack-o'-lantern was born, a glowing face to keep away evil spirits. Modern Halloween from fear to fun. Over time, Halloween became a colorful mix of ancient ritual, religion, folklore, and creativity. Today, it's one of the most popular celebrations in the world, a night where imagination takes over reality. People decorate homes with cobwebs and candles, host costume parties, visit haunted houses, and tell spooky stories under the stars. Children collect candy, while adults rediscover the joy of dressing up and playing pretend. In many places, Halloween isn't just about fright. It's about fun, friendship, and community. Theme parks like Liseberg in Sweden turn into glowing wonderlands filled with Halloween shows, fire performances, and eerie decorations. It's a time when laughter and fear dance together, a perfect balance of darkness and delight. The meaning behind it all. So, why do we celebrate Halloween? Because deep inside, it connects us to something ancient, our curiosity about the unknown, our respect for the dead, and our love for storytelling. Halloween reminds us that even in the darkest nights, we can find light in glowing pumpkins, warm fires, and shared laughter. It celebrates life, death, and everything magical in between. And that is the story of Halloween, a night born from fire, shaped by faith, and kept alive by imagination.